If you think building a new house is challenging, it's about to get a lot more difficult. According to the latest Australian Bureau of Statistics figures, building costs have soared by up to $60,000 in a single year, while the number of new homes being built in 2024 is set to nosedive to the lowest level in 8 years. We're told the solution to the housing crisis is more new homes. But how is this attainable when the cost of building a new home is getting more expensive? Even in Western Sydney, mayors are rallying against a New South Wales government proposal to add an extra tax on the construction of new homes in the region. We've spoken to Fairfield City Mayor Frank Carbone about this. Now I'm joined by the Liverpool Mayor Ned Mannoun. Ned, good to see you. Thanks for making your way into the studio. So what's the single biggest impediment to building homes in your area?
Everything is becoming more costly. You've got all these different ideas that are being drawn up in bureaucracies to try to lead to more affordable housing. But what it's actually doing, it's slugging the mums and dads, the young kids who are trying to get on the property ladder with more and more costs and more taxes, and it's becoming more unaffordable.
So how do you get around that then? What are you saying to Minns and his ministers?
We need government to open up supply and to make things happen quickly.
They're trying to make that happen though, right? And then some mayors are pushing back saying, oh, we don't want the density in our area, but we do want density, just not here.
Just not
Are you
here.
one of those?
No, we're happy to take it in the right areas, and we have plenty of density going up in Liverpool. But the problem is the economics. Do we want our Australian kids living in a unit building, and is that the solution? The great Australian dream of living on a quarter-acre block is now a fantasy. But we have plenty of land. It's not a small country. But the way that they're doing things, and the way that whether it's Sydney Water doing their rollout or Transport for New South Wales restricting development, those government agencies are restricting housing supply.
But Ned, this is exactly what the problem is. You're saying, yes, we want more homes. We want young Australians to have the dream of a quarter-acre block. You're saying it can't happen in Liverpool. It's got to be elsewhere.
Oh, no, we welcome it. We're happy to. We have plenty of land.
How many quarter-acre blocks could you build in?
We have thousands. We have a whole area, Rossmore, that's right next to the new airport that the government doesn't want to touch. They want to keep it open for whatever odd reason that it is.
What, is it to do with flight path issues?
No, it's future reserve. So there's a whole bunch of land that's around Sydney that the government says, oh, look, if you're on the wrong side of the border, you won't get any housing development in it. Austral at the moment, we're building over 30,000 houses as we speak. So we're doing our fair share, but we've got to go out there and build these proper communities and not tax these young kids and put more costs on them to build their own house.
Okay, so what is the solution here? You've met with Chris Minns after he became Premier. I understand that you're meeting with ministers perhaps next week. They're keen to get these homes built. Yeah. Can you work together?
Oh, 100%. We've extended the hand of friendship, saying let's work together. There's multitude of ways of doing this. We need government on board, but banks are holding back. If you want to build unit buildings, you need a lot of pre-commitment and pre-funding. We have $1 billion of DA-approved dwellings in Liverpool CBD right now.
So what's holding them up?
It's funding, because the economics don't work. As you mentioned, construction costs have gone through the roof.
So there's no investors? Do you want the government to step in?
The government, when you build a commercial building, what the government does is they usually pre-commit to 30% of the building. If they did that now, saying we're going to lease 30% of the building, you could actually get that off the ground and get it moving. Yeah. But when you're putting on these new taxes,
but why does government need to be involved here? If the housing is so needed, surely property developers can do it alone.
Yeah, but what's happened is now they've made it so much more difficult. And I believe the government should not be involved, but at the same time, the government is restricting supply. Okay. So they've created this problem. We can go down the Hume Highway, build plenty of housing. We can get down to Rossmore, build plenty of housing. But when you're restricting supply, you've destroyed the market. Now we have to kind of rebuild it and get it going again.
All right, well, keep us posted on those meetings. We're interested to know the outcome.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Thanks, Ned. I appreciate it.